welcome to day 2 of Vlogmas 2019. So I just got finished getting ready for my day, and I'm going to sit down at the computer and do a few things. Some of which, one of which has to do with my Alpaca store. And I think that's going to be the theme of today. I'm going to talk to you about the store. I did show you some of the alpacas. I had thought about introducing you to some of the new ones, but I'm going to save that because I need to explain the store thing so you understand some of the stuff that you're going to see in the background, probably, especially when I sit at my desk here. So, what's happened with the store? The building that I was using in Alma sold, and the new owners did not want me as a tenant. They wanted to use the space for their own business. And I had a choice to make. Like, I could have bought the building myself. The sellers offered it to me, and I considered it, but my plan, my long-term plan, was to have a store at the ranch, like on the ranch property where the alpacas are. And I opened the store in town, the town that's closest to where the ranch is. Well, that's not true. The second town that's closest to it, but the one that has a much more vibrant downtown and shopping district than the one that's closest. So I chose to open it there because I thought, okay, I can be in this downtown area that's near the ranch. I can build a customer base, build a following, and then when I move it to the property, to the ranch, then the customers will just follow. Okay, so that was the idea. And when I had the offer to purchase the building, yeah, I could have, but that didn't fit in with the plan. I didn't want to own a building in town that I had to maintain or whatever. I would rather put those same funds into a building at the ranch. So long term, that was my thinking. I was like, I'll just stay in the space, as long as I can. So yeah, the building sold. So I ended up being in that space. I rented it for a year, but the store was open 11 months. At the end of May 2019, this year, is when that space closed for me. So all the contents of the store are in my house. And that's some of the stuff that you're going to see in the background. Today, probably, you're going to see some of that. But today I will show you the new version of the store. So initially, okay, I thought my next step, if I can't have this space in Alma and I don't have the funds to build like the building that I want, because I have this image in my mind of a grand, just like big, multi-use building that would house the store. I know where to put it. I know how I want it to function. I have some design ideas, but that's going to take quite a bit of funds to do that. So not at that place yet. I was like, how can I still have the store at the ranch? I can at least do that part. I can move it to the ranch. I can have it open sometimes. I can still do the online store. So my initial thought was to get a school bus and convert it to a mobile store. And I thought if I had the longer one, I could have a space in the back that I could actually have alpacas in. I could take that mobile store wherever in the region. I could take alpacas with me. You're talking like vendor events, farmers markets, that kind of thing. So I started looking for buses, kind of pricing that out and pricing out what it would take to convert it to a store. For a long time, I've watched on YouTube people who live in their RV full time, and also schoolies. People have converted school buses into their home, their mobile home, like home on wheels, and some of this really neat, very interesting. If you've not heard of it, go check it on YouTube. There's a ton of videos. And so for a long time, I followed a lot of channels of people like doing that as their thing. I thought, well, I can use that idea, that concept, and build a store. Well, the school bus thing didn't really pan out. What has happened is a camper. I have, oh, how long is it? 28 feet, I believe it is. 28-foot bumper pull camper. I don't have a way to pull a gooseneck camper, but I can do a bumper pull. So I will take you on a tour of that right now. Here she is. I know she doesn't look very pretty, but she doesn't need to. The idea of getting a camper like this is I was looking for a used one that wasn't going to be used as a camper anymore. Didn't have to have all the function of a camper, and meant that I could get it at a really good price. I really just wanted the shell, but I got a bit more out of it than that. That is the old fridge, which I do not need. Chances are the outside of this may not be done this year if the weather doesn't hold out. We really want to get this sitting out at the ranch. Okay, so here we go. Let me give you just a turn so you can see how it looks at the moment. So you can tell a lot of stuff has been torn out of here. Okay, and so here's the front. This is where the seating booth, the eating table was. And my dad is the one who's working on this. He pulled out everything. Some of the stuff, like the ceiling panels, have already been put up. We're reusing a lot of supplies that have come out of homes that my parents have renovated. So we're repurposing a lot of materials, and lightweight materials too. Of course, you want lightweight. But this is going to be a wraparound booth, to where in the back we'll seat 2 people and then 1 on each side, because it's really not that deep. We'll comfortably be able to seat 4 people in there. And then I'll be able to do crochet and knitting classes, have people over to work on projects and that kind of thing. And then as we come around here, this is where the kitchen was. In the future, my dad has a lot of photos of what it looked like before. I didn't really get any of those, so I think somewhere down the line, maybe in a podcast, I'll do like the full transformation of this place. But this is where the kitchen was. Like the counter was here, the sink was here, down here. And the reason that this is built out is because right here you can see that pipe. That is a propane line. So the oven used to sit right here. And rather than move that line, my dad has framed this out. It is going to house the new heater. We have a buddy heater, which is, very efficient. The furnace that was in here got taken out because it was not efficient at all. It's very old. So we just went for the little buddy heater, which is going to be more than enough for this space. But we're going to use that propane line right there. And again, reusing materials. This was a counter from somewhere else. So we're going to refinish that, and that'll basically be the checkout counter. I'll have that space along with the table that sits here for checkout area, like, the items you're going to buy, we could put there and bag them, that kind of thing. And this can be like the payment area, or however it works, something like that. So back in here, on either side of this, first of all, the fridge was sitting over here. Underneath of it was a furnace. So you can see that's all gone. Fridge sitting out there. But then behind all that, there was 2 like twin size beds on either side that was framed out, and there was storage underneath. You can see the wheel areas right there. So this area, it felt very closed in. Sorry, it's nearby traffic. Having all of that gone, this space feels so big. I'm going to back out as far as I can to the window here. And I don't know if you can really feel how spacious this is. Probably not. But we're fully covering the walls. We're not going to use those windows. I'm going to fully use all the walls. So on either side here, it's going to be full of product all along here. It's going to have a lot of product. Trust me, I can fit a lot of stuff in here. And it feels so spacious in here that I think it's going to feel really impressive when you walk in as to how big it feels, and then all the product out. It's going to look so, so nice. We have a new skylight right here, right over the table, so it'll look really nice. Okay, so let me show you back here a bonus that I didn't plan, but we got with this trailer or this camper. This is the bathroom. We'll be able to keep the toilet and the sink. Those will still function. The shower is over here. That'll be storage. The closet, and down there is a storage that you can access from inside or outside the camper. All of that will be storage as well. Obviously, you can see all the bad stuff was pulled out. They put in another new skylight there. It's going to be awesome. I did not expect to be able to have like a functioning bathroom in the store, so that's like super awesome. And there's something else I was going to say. Oh, I know. I was going to talk about all the work that was put into this, because this is all new framing. One of the reasons we got this so cheap is because it had water damage. So my dad has gone through here. He's ripped out so much. You can see all the way to the outside tin, pulled out all the insulation, reframed everything. They put in the insulation that was still good. This pink stuff is new insulation, so that's going in certain places, or places that didn't have any covering, like that was access panel, I guess behind the oven or something. Anyway, that was open. You can see there's holes that are open here. That was a vent. The kitchen this was part of the kitchen, so I don't know what that vent was for, but this was all open for the fridge. So all that stuff has to be enclosed. And that's still the process right now. Some of the board is up. So again, repurposing materials. All the board is going to be painted. We're going to put some of the board on the floor as well and paint it. Like seriously, it's going to look so sharp, so sharp. And then back here, I have a few ideas of what to do. Those mirrors are going to be taken down. I want to make it kind of a focus wall on the back, and then I want to do something around the booth that would also be focused, and not quite sure. Like I have a few ideas, I'm not quite sure. The wiring is in here for new lighting, LED lights, so we'll have plenty of that in here. Yes, super, super excited. Now I'm back in the house. I wanted to show you all the product that I have in here. So when you place an order online, I have to go dig it out at the moment. Not fun. Not my preferred way to operate, but that's how it's been for, I don't know, what is it, 7 months now? 7 months, I suppose. Okay, so I have this stuff in two places. Let me show you. Room number one. This is where most of the stuff is, and some of it's in disarray because I had taken some stuff out for some customers. There's a sign that was in the store before. If you visited the store, you saw that. That would have been in the window. Actually, there's another. It's an A-line sign, A-frame sign. So that one, and then there's the black one behind it that's wrapped up. So all of this is product. Yes. This in here too, product. All along the back there, product. See some of my mannequins back in here. Product. Yes. So all this stuff needs to get out of my house. So, all right, and then over here is the rest of it. This is my office. I cleared away this path back to my desk. But this is all stuff from the store. So now I'm at my desk. I have a few things to do. Let's see, for one thing, and I need to apologize for all of you who've been on my online store because I've not maintained it like at all. And part of it is I've been having troubles with it. And I'm gonna convert it over to a different platform and integrate it with my main website. I've learned more about that. I have the main website right now is down. I've had issues this year with both the main website, butterfield@packranch.com, and my store, which is at shop.butterfield@packranch.com. This year, It's not gone as I planned or as I expected. So I need to apologize to anyone who has placed an order on the website. I have had issues with it for a number of months. Um, and I'm working now to convert that to a different platform where I have like total control of it. So that's something I'm gonna do right now because the store actually says stuff about spring. And here we are, December 2nd. Okay, so that is one of the things I'm going to do here. And the other thing I'm going to do is place a product order for my Mary Kay stuff. I haven't told you about this yet. One of the things that started, I started this in September as I started Mary Kay business. And I did this for one, I've been a Mary Kay customer for years. I mean, probably, I don't know, 15 years or something like that. I've used their products for a long, long time. And I once had a Mary Kay business when I lived in Chicago, but then I moved to South Korea, and I just left all that behind. After Korea, I came to Nebraska to raise alpacas. So I was all like focused on that. And then I got to the place, I'm like, no, the timing was just right for me. I'll put it that way. The timing was right for me. And I'm working on building my Mary Kay business again, and it is going to replace the 2 other jobs that I have for income so that I have more time to spend with the alpacas and do like my full vision. And I don't think I've ever told you guys what my full vision is for the alpaca ranch. So that'll be a different day because that's exciting. But my Mary Kay business is going to support all that. Today is Cyber Monday. I don't know, has anyone gone out and got some great Cyber Monday deals? Well, Mary Kay is running a Cyber Monday deal for us consultants, and I wanted to get on that. So I'm going to place that order, and then I'm going to do a few changes on the Alpaca store, like online store, and then we're gonna go see some animals. All right, so I am back from the ranch and I was reading over comments. I've been trying to reply to everyone who has made a comment on yesterday's video where I asked you to tell me where you're watching from. And I've got some very interesting results. I mean, I know people can watch my videos from anywhere, and I can see the analytics of my channel that, yeah, the majority are within the US, but there's, I guess, more outside the US than I realized. And I just wanted to share with you where some of these places are. So it's going to be like, of course, in the US, but also other countries. So we have Texas, Delaware, Florida. I think we had two from Florida, another Texas, Washington State, New Zealand, New Jersey, Arizona, two Arizona, California, oh, three Arizona, Mississippi Gulf Coast, Denmark, and Sweden. So thank you everyone who commented on yesterday's video. I really appreciate that you took the time out to do that. And then I thought, okay, well, for today, what do I want to know from you? What do I want to know? And based off of some of the comments, I would say, would you tell me if you already own alpacas, if you're going to own alpacas, or if you're just living vicariously through my channel? That you just love the animals and you love seeing them. You just kind of tell me what your interests are. I guess out of curiosity, but also going forward, it'll help me know what kind of videos to be making for the future. So I will see you tomorrow for day 3. Bye.